Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. Just wanted to give you guys an update on HBAR and potential paths we could be going on here. We've had some pretty choppy waves over the last week, and I want to show you the potential paths. First of all, we'll look at the macro here, the larger counts. The question I have as of late is whether this is a 5 or a B wave in an expanded flat. If it's a fifth wave, we've had a WXY to complete, and our low is in. If it's a B wave, then we have an expanded flat, and we're waiting for the fifth wave down. I have targets down at 3 cents-ish, and also down at 2.21 cents on log scale. There is potential we come up higher. This is currently my primary count, is that we're in a B wave of sort, in a W wave, and we're looking for our C to continue up. For a W, then we have an X, and then we have a Y. This is my primary count for a couple different reasons. First of all, if we do have 5 waves to complete and we're looking for downside, we'd expect the fourth wave to be pretty deep because this one was quick and shallow. This one should be long. Just using rule of alternation. Also, our third wave, I usually look for the 0.33 minimum as a correction of our third wave. We didn't hit that, so that leads me to believe we have more upside before potential down move to those targets in the expanded flat version. One thing to consider, we did hit the 0.618 here, so we could even be making some sort of triangle as a fourth wave. We can get something like this and then come down, so something to consider. That's a trade we wouldn't be able to take though until the majority of the move is complete and we see the triangle more clearly. I still want to scalp this area, so I'd wait for that and kind of chop around and protect myself against that move. Also, the potential down move from here is the ending diagonal, which would look like this. We have our one wave, two wave up, hit the 618. We're looking for currently double zigzag down for our third, look for our move up for our fourth, and then we'd complete down here for our fifth before the bottom is in and we're off to the races. Now, I have a long and a head short currently open. I wanted to show you the current wave count I have here. I have a couple different ones. First of all, I have this as a double zigzag W, potential X wave. It does fit my 0.33 minimum. As a potential X wave. What I don't like about this is how impulsive it is, and I can count 5 waves in there down at the 5 minute. So potentially an A wave in a larger B wave. As of yesterday, I had this as a potential triangle. Just trying to show you guys every potential. I now consider this one pretty much invalidated, and that was A, B, C, D, E, and then we should have exploded to the downside to go deeper and make a C wave down and complete this correction. So I consider that invalidated now, just because we didn't get the expected move off of it. You know, after a triangle we expect pretty aggressive thrust, and we didn't get that, so we can't ignore the fact that if that was a triangle, we should have gotten a more impulsive move. Now, another scenario I have is this is a W wave, and we're currently working on another ABC. Like this, which would be our third wave of that ending diagonal. So we have an ABC and then an ABC for our third wave of the diagonal. See on the daily what I mean by that. Like this. And that's a WXY for our third wave. In which case we'd be looking for a fourth and our fifth to complete, like so. So what that would look like is this whole area. I have ABC, ABC for our W, or wave 1. We have a ABC here, looking for a second ABC for potentially our third, and then we'd get another double zigzag for our fifth, for our A wave of that Y wave, at which point we would be looking for a correction up between the 50 and the 618 and of this wave A, and we'd look for a short from there. Again, trying to keep it as simple as possible for you guys. There is a lot of options at the current moment, so I'm trying to keep it to my major counts here. So that's the bearish count. I took a short here yesterday, as you know, just to hedge that triangle potential, and I now put my trade to just above this level, so a really tight stop, because if we come above this level, that invalidates this WXY down for our third wave. And finally, my primary count. I still have my long from up in this area. If you remember, I took the long at the 382 of this move, and my stop was originally down here at this wave, and I moved it up to the next level here. What I'm going to do is drop my stop back down to my original. Again, check your exchange to get this pivot level. I'll be going down to 5.52. My trade was originally up here, I believe at the 382. I'll have to double check. Trade's going right now. Yep, somewhere right around here. I bought right in this area when I thought this was potentially an expanded flat. So I lowered it a little, and this is how we get our B wave. Just a WXY, our A wave, and we've got double zigzags down. Again, I'm leaning to this just because of the amount of time this wave is taking. Compared to our previous move down, we'd expect it to move pretty quickly if we had the ending diagonal as my alternative there. This is my primary count that we are still going for our original ABC from last week. So I lowered my stop, and I'll be targeting the 1.236 here as our expanded flat. Now that might change, targets might change as this wave potentially impulses. It can be complete now, that's why I put my stop to break even on my short, and still a good 1.71 original on my trade. And depending if we get a nice impulse here up, I might add in this area, raise my stop to that low pivot, and let it run. What that would look like is if we keep moving up here and then we find support on this level here, I'll enter a second long right in this area. stop at this low, and then I'll run the fibs to get a better target, but right now I'm looking for that expanded flat we initially were looking for a couple weeks ago. And if you go out to the 4 hour, you'll understand what I mean. Sometimes when you're on such low time frames, you lose track of the larger picture. So after the nastiness we got this week, I really reinterpreted what could be happening. And I'm looking back at my minimum 0.33 in time. And that would be this wave, at least correcting, taking 33% in fib time to be considered complete. And what I would expect is us to come back up here. Now, let me get rid of this. I know it's kind of messy, but come back up here and then make our running flat, get our 5 waves down, protect our low, and take off to our target up here, just like this. We should channel in this area to complete our larger A, B, C. And that's my primary currently at the moment. Now, if we do end up making that leading diagonal potential, like this, we end up making the leading diagonal. That's not a big deal to me. I would lose a little bit on this trade, but after that we should get our move up to the 50 of this wave, and we'll look for a short here for that further down C leg where this ends up being a W, X, and Y lower. So no big deal. Right now this move is my primary to get the move higher and protect this low. As you can see, we're either complete now, where we got an A, B, C, X wave here. It's hard to say where it is. X wave could be here. X wave could be there, and this could be a small ABC to complete. Our minimum requirement of this WXY was the 618 here, which we hit, no problem, but on linear scale we're not quite there. That's why I left a little bit of room. But again, I'm already in the long, so I'm not concerned about the entry here. But if we do break this level, again, I move my short to above this level, and we pull back to support. This all becomes support. I'll look for a long here, stop at this low to keep going further upside. So anyways, I hope that wasn't too complicating for you guys. I just wanted to let you know everything I'm looking at. If you have any questions, leave them below. And yeah, protect your short there. I'm pretty much at break even if I get stopped out, and lowering my long to this low and targeting. I'll get more accurate targets for you if you want to subscribe once we get that wave there. But right now, targeting at least the 1.05 for our expanded B level. This becomes an A, B, C, and minimum is the 1-to-1 if we just get a regular flat. Thanks for watching, guys.